different weapons to upgrade. You got, of course, different traps and stuff, not only in the Decepticon lair, but I should also say on the streets, too. You know, you got these giant fan things you have to get through by, yep, as you guessed, transforming into a vehicle. Yeah, you can even transform into the Dinobot if you choose Grimlock. I mean, sweet. I mean, yeah, his moving around is a little quirky, so I just choose the regular Autobots, because, yeah, they transform into the cars, and yes, even they can get cannons and weapons, too, to fire at. So, yeah, it's not just for show. It's for, as you guess, getting through these fans, speeding up and going on these high-speed chases to catch different Decepticons, and you can even speed through and destroy these different barrier things. And yes, I do agree with Mike and Ryan on Cinemassacre. That wall definitely looks like the first boss on the first Contra game. You know, the one you have to keep shooting at with the little hole thing in the middle. This game, some of them are easy, and others are a little bit trickier to get through, so, yeah. And obviously they do give you instructions on how to do it if you get stumped, like mostly everything. The whole with their different moves, and hey, you can even transform briefly into a different vehicle melee attack. I mean, sweet. So, yeah, there's a lot to offer in this game, but there are a few flaws, and I did address a few of them. But the biggest flaw I would probably have to pinpoint is, unlike the Cybertron games, which had online multiplayer, you know, team battle and melee, and so forth, similar to like Call of Duty and escalation mode where you survive different waves of attacks, this game, it has none of that. No multiplayer. Not even a local multiplayer, you know, teaming up with people. I mean, you get a whole set of Autobots. Wouldn't it be nice to team up with somebody? But you can't. So, yeah, that's really only the major flaw. Some people may have complained about the length of the game, but I think it holds up pretty well, and I think it's enough to keep you busy for hours and hours. You got the original voice actors from the cartoon series playing Optimus and Megatron. I mean, can't get any better than that. All I could say is the game is definitely more than meets the eye. So, die-hard Transformers fans, if you hated the movies but loved the original cartoon, you should definitely think about picking this one up. Activision and Platinum did a hell of a job with this one. So, my final verdict is, Rockin' Wii Remote Wii Motion Plus up, and a plain Wii Remote up. I think that's fair enough for this game. So, sum up this whole game review marathon. It's another game made also by Activision and Platinum, which, unlike this game, which was awesome and definitely more than meets the eye, this one is not so awesome. And that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan, released just like this game for, well, pretty much any gaming console, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, and even PC. I should have mentioned that before with the Transformers game. It's released on just about every console, even the past generation consoles. But, yeah, as I said, Ninja Turtles. Another series that was also raped by Michael Bay, even though the movies were produced by him, not directed, unlike the Transformers films. And, well, that doesn't matter anyway. I mean, those films had his dirty fingerprints on it anyway, even though he was only producer. I mean, come on. Butt ugly CGI, Megan Fox as April O'Neil. I mean, who needs that? And, well, with this game, yeah, it's sadly no exception. First of all, when you take a look at the animation in this game, it is pretty obvious that it's perfectly hand-drawn, and that's what they were trying to go for this game. It has nice style and everything. I mean, you got the turtles, which I will admit, okay, they do look a little more like kids, really, than teenagers. I mean, it's supposed to be called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The voice acting is okay. I mean, April O'Neil doesn't exactly look like April O'Neil. I mean, she's better looking than Megan Fox, I will say. She represents her a lot better. Some of the dialogue is okay. I mean, it's kind of cheesy. I mean, you expect a lot of stupid puns, and yeah, it gets really repetitive and annoying at some points. And the gameplay, well, this is where the game more or less fails. I mean, you got all this open space in the city, and there's nobody around. I mean, this would work with Transformers fine, being that not only there's no people in the city, but it's also a hack-and-slash game once again. And I'm not surprised, being that it's the same company, Activision, who did great games, like I said, the Transformers game, and Call of Duty, and the Guitar Hero franchise, and so forth. But then again, they also did that crappy Ghostbusters game on NES, so yeah, this game, it ranks up right around that point. You do get some enjoyment out of the game. I mean, like I said, it's a hack-and-slash game, you know. You can pick between 4 of the turtles, and surprisingly, it actually has an an online multiplayer, but no local multiplayer. I don't know why so many games are like that nowadays. I mean, the Godzilla games like that. There's so many games that choose to do it that way. I just don't understand that. If you can put a second controller into the console locally, I don't know why it doesn't have that mode of gameplay. I mean, it would be nice to have somebody team up with you. But it doesn't matter anyway, because this game sucks anyway. I mean, the missions are boring and repetitive. I mean, all you do is take out enemies, and oh, yeah, defuse bombs. Yeah, haven't we got enough of that crap in the first game? Wasn't that enough of a nightmare of a level? I mean, so much open space in the city, the sewers, the subway station. It all looks okay for some parts, but yeah, I'm sorry, they obviously stole right from Bayonetta, which, yeah, in that game it works fine, and in Transformers, but this game, it just really doesn't. It ends up getting boring, repetitive. Some of the boss fights are okay. I mean, you got, big boss fights, and yeah, they are really big, and you got Bebop and Rocksteady. And then some of the other boss fights are, who the hell are these guys? The Shark Guy? Okay, I've seen him before in some of the Turtle games, and this Ninja Woman. And yeah, I'm sorry, the enemies come from space, really? I mean, they could have gotten a little more creative with the ideas, but they're just as cliched and uncreative as much as possible. Wait, the Ninja Turtle using a gun? Seriously? They're freaking Ninja Turtles! They shouldn't have to be using guns and giant robot things. Ugh, how ridiculous is that? Oh. Yeah, you get Shredder, and yeah, you get, well, kind of a different looking version of Krang. And most of the time, yeah, it's just the same crap over and over again. Hell, we even fight the same bosses at the end. I mean, haven't we seen that already in the Zelda games? This game, it just doesn't work out for the most part. I mean, it's just boring, it's repetitive as I said before, and it's kind of a shame because this game had so much potential around it. It really is. So, other than that, I ain't got much to say. It's not the Turtles games that you were familiar with. I mean, remember Ninja Turtles 3, Manhattan Project, and Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time? Remember how much fun it was to beat the shit out of the Foot Clan, and how you feel a sense of self-accomplishment after beating a boss fight which completed a stage? I mean, all you can say is cowabunga to that. The awesome sound effects, the soundtrack, all the different moves, and two-player co-op option. I mean, yeah, it was obviously during the pre-online multiplayer days, but still, this game should have taken great pointers from that. It should have learned how to make a Turtles game the right way, arcade style. This, I'm sorry to say, it just doesn't hold up like those games did. I could pop those suckers in anytime and I could still enjoy the living hell out of them. But this one, I'm sad to say, will just never hold up as good. And it's kind of a shame that most of these Turtle games just don't do as good as they used to. You know, they don't put enough effort into them. So, my final verdict, 2-year remotes down. Yeah, just plain 2-year remotes down on this one. I give it some credit, but not a whole lot. So, till next time, happy gaming.